Apple is preparing to unveil the iPhone 17 series. And while everyone is counting down to the major showcase rumored for September 9th, leaks keep filling in the missing details. This round of leaks isn't just focused on the handsets themselves, but also the accessories Apple intends to debut alongside them. More specifically, we now have a clearer glimpse at the upcoming cases Apple is working on, and they could resolve a misstep the company made previously. The leaked photos reveal what are being referred to as TechWoven cases, which are expected to replace the FineWoven cases Apple launched last year. FineWoven was promoted as Apple's eco-conscious and fashionable substitute for leather. But in practice, it fell short. Many customers reported that those cases wore down too quickly, showing scratches, shiny marks, and generally failing to meet Apple's usual high standards. With TechWoven, Apple appears to be acknowledging those flaws and returning with a sturdier, more reliable approach. Based on what can be seen in the leaks, the TechWoven covers are still fabric-based, but Apple has opted for a denser, slightly textured weave. This brings a few advantages. First, the texture provides better grip, making the phone less slippery to hold. Second, it slows visible aging, meaning the cases shouldn't form glossy spots or discolor as rapidly as FineWoven did. The goal is to keep the case looking fresh and consistent even after months of regular use. Reports also suggest the new cases will feature metallic buttons, which should give crisper tactile response when pressing the power or volume controls. This is something users have asked for, as the mushy feel of the older buttons was another drawback. The TechWoven design further appears to include two small slots on the bottom edge. These are designed for straps or accessories, a feature Apple has rarely integrated directly into its cases. This could encourage more customization and third-party add-ons. Regarding colors, leaks show 6 primary options: black, brown, blue, green, purple, and orange. These aren't overly vibrant shades, but more muted tones that align neatly with the expected finishes of the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. Of course, it's still uncertain how the cases for the standard iPhone 17 or the brand new iPhone 17 Air will look, but it's safe to assume Apple will ensure they coordinate with the official device colors. Interestingly, there's already debate about how successful these cases will be. A recent survey found that only about 12% of people said they would definitely purchase the new TechWoven case, while over half claimed they'd stick to third-party covers. Around 22% stated their decision would depend on how the colors look in person, and 14% admitted they don't use cases at all. This highlights that while Apple is making improvements, plenty of buyers remain cautious after the disappointment of FineWoven. Now, pulling back from the cases, let's focus on the larger picture of the iPhone 17 family. Apple is widely expected to unveil the phones on September 9th, a date the company more or less confirmed accidentally in a slip-up. The spotlight will undoubtedly be on the Pro models, which are tipped to deliver the biggest redesign in years. These devices may debut a new 48-megapixel telephoto camera, a major leap that could explain why Apple is reworking the entire design. Then we have the brand new iPhone 17 Air. This is shaping up to be Apple's slimmest iPhone to date, with a thickness reportedly just 5.4 millimeters. To achieve such a profile, Apple may have to trim certain features. For instance, the 17 Air could ship with only a single rear lens and a smaller battery compared to the other versions. Still, its ultra-thin design might be hugely appealing to those wanting the lightest and sleekest iPhone ever produced. As for the regular iPhone 17, leaks suggest it won't undergo the same radical updates as the Pro models or the Air. However, worthwhile upgrades are still expected. Rumors mention a sharper front-facing camera, extra RAM for smoother multitasking, and finally a display that surpasses the long-criticized 60 Hz refresh rate. That improvement alone would be significant